Hey everyone, welcome back to Clay's tutorial. In this portion of the video, we're going to be doing the wings. So you're going to be making two wings and they look like this. Okay, this is one I already made. I won't be making both in the video with you because that would just take too long. Okay, you're going to be making the second one opposite to the first one so that they bend in opposite directions. Alright, so we're going to be using our neon orange in this video. And if you don't want the orange horizontal bands sticking out of the brown here, I will tell you how you can do that, but I'm going to be doing it in this tutorial because that's what I did on this wing already. So we're going to be starting off by making the wing ridges here. Alright, so I'm going to be making the first wing ridge, so you're going to be taking two neon orange bands at a time. Okay, so you went down here, diagonal here, and diagonal here. Now we're going to take 3 cocos, go down here. Now we're going to take a black band, we're going to wrap it around our hook, creating 5 loops. Take a double looped black band, pull it onto our hook. Wait a minute, am I using the right black? No, I'm not. One second, I'll be right back. I didn't get the right black. Hold on. Okay, I have 2 blacks. I have the regular black and I have the very black. So I guess I used the regular black, but instead I grabbed the very black bands, which I did not use in my other wing, so I want it to match perfectly. So wrap a black band around your hook, creating 5 loops, and then double loop of black. Pull the cap band onto this band. Actually, we're going to take these 3 cocoa bands, pull the black onto the cocoa, and we're going to attach that around this peg. Okay. Loom up the neon orange. You can also use yellow. Courtney used yellow on her big clay in the tutorial. You can also use tan, like the skin tone tan bands that come in a pack of 600. I think that would look the best, but since I only had neon orange on the hand and I can't just order new bands because they take 2 weeks to ship, I'm just going to be using neon orange, and that's what I used already, and that's what I used in my prototype. So yeah, I'm going to use neon orange. So you're going to tie off your 3 ends here. You're going to make a total of 3 of these, so make 2 more after this, and then come back. You can make them on the other parts of the loom if you want. Okay, so here's one. It looks wonky now, but it'll look better on the wing, and then the veins are attached. Okay, so now we're going to make another ridge, but this time it's going to have some more cocoa on it. So 2 cocoa bands here. This is for the end of the wing. And neon orange, neon orange. Okay, we're going to make the claw. Wrap a black band around, creating 5 loops. You can also use white or gray if you want to, if you prefer that. Take one, double loop it, and wrap the cap band around it. Pull on and reclaim. Okay, take 3 cocos, pull on, reclaim, and wrap that around this peg. Loom this piece. Didn't grab the right ones. And this came off. Heck. Okay. Tie off your ends. Okay, you only need to make one of these, so this is the only one you need to make. Well, you need to make one for each wing, so you need to make 2 in total, and you need to make 3 for each wing of these ones, so you need to make 6 in total of these ones. So make 2 of the ones with the cocoa and 6 of the ones that's all neon orange. Alright, set them aside, and now we're going to do the actual, like, wing. So, I'm going to start by taking cocoa brown bands and going all the way down this row. I should have put the bands on the loom before I recorded the video. This is just going to waste time. Kind of waste run time, I mean. It would have taken the same time regardless to put the bands on the loom, but screen time, I mean. Okay, now we're going to take neon orange and we're going to go down these 2 rows. All the way down. Bear with me. This part is quite complicated, so I have to go back and check my design that I wrote down in my notebook here that I have beside me. Some of it's in frame, probably. Alright, so we're going to do our horizontal bands now. Okay, so if you do not want these orange bands sticking out here, which it doesn't look that great, but I mean, what can I do now? I've already made the one wing. You're going to do double looped cocoa upon the pegs that are along these 2 rows. Okay, so down these rows, except this one and this one for now, you're going to do double looped cocoa. So you're going to like double loop the cocoa, put it like there. Okay, and you're gonna and you're gonna take a double looped neon orange and do it across here, except for on these 2 pegs, which you do 2 orange. And that'll be clear as to why in a bit. But because I'm a dummy who didn't do that on my original design, I am going to be doing 2 neon oranges all the way across on the pegs. Okay, the wing is going to be in 4 parts, which is quite a bit, but that's the only way I'd be able to do it for it being a one loom tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna do the claw now, the wing claw. So you're going to take a black band, wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops, double loop of black, pull that on, then take 3 black bands. Hold on. Reclaim, you're gonna place it on the seventh peg, okay, so the very middle peg. Like, well, it's like around the middle. Yeah, it's the middle peg. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna push down the bands on these pegs on the left side of the loom. And we're gonna, if you actually, wait a second. Okay, yeah, even if you did the cocoa band thing that I explained, you're gonna lay 2 neon orange bands on these pegs, just loose, okay? Okay, and then if you didn't do the cocoa band thing, you're gonna wrap 1 neon orange band around this peg just once, so that creates 2 loops, okay? So if you did the cocoa band thing, you would have put 2 neon orange bands from this peg to this peg, okay? I hope that I explained that good enough. Alright, so now we're gonna attach our little wing ridge here, the one with the cocoa brown on it. I'm going to be wrapping one end around the cocoa which is the right side, or the left side if you're doing it opposite. This end around the middle peg, and then the last one around this peg. Okay. Make sure that your neon orange bands don't come off. Okay, so you're gonna loom up this side. Make sure that the neon orange bands that you have loose don't come off the pegs because you need them there. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie off this set here. Right? Yeah, we're going to tie off this set here. Okay, so go through the peg and just tie a slip knot as you would if you were doing at the end of a project. Okay, now we're going to go with the middle. Ugh. Yikes. Hate when you don't grab the right bands or you don't grab both of the bands. Okay, so we went up the middle. Now go up this end. Alright, tie off your ends with 3 bands of any color that's not in the project. Okay, and now take it off. Alright, and pull out those neon orange bands. Okay, so it looks like this. It looks weird right now, but it will look fantastic when the whole wing comes together. Okay. Actually, take off this tying band and only go through. Don't go through the double looped orange band. Okay, only go through the 4 bands that are looped. Okay, and tie off the end there. I don't think it matters, but actually maybe it does, but whatever. Okay. So, now we're going to do the second part. We're going to be attaching our wing ridges on this part. So, take neon orange and go down the middle set. Okay, and stop here. Don't put one from these 2 pegs. So now we're going to go diagonally from here to here. And we're going to go down. Okay, now we're going to go diagonally, and we're going to go diagonally again. Alright, now we're going to do we're going to attach our ridges first. Alright, so I'm going to take one of the wing ridges, we're going to go through one of the edge sets, it doesn't matter which way it's facing, one of the edge sets, and we're going to wrap it around this peg. Next one, middle set, go through and attach it here, and then the end set, go through and attach it here. Okay, make sure they stay on the pegs, haha, and then they don't come off. Okay, I'm going to take the next one, go through an edge set, and wrap it around this peg. Middle set, wrap it around this peg. Oh my goodness, my Loom is tipping over. And then that last one around this peg. Okay, then you're going to take your third one, your last one, go through an edge set, wrap it around this peg, go through your next one, wrap them around this peg, and then your last one, wrap it around this peg. Alright, now we're going to take the part of the wing that we already made. We can take off the bands from the wing ridge. Forgot to do that. Sorry. Okay, and we're going to take the set that we tied off. We're going to go through the 4 loops there. We're going to attach it to this end here. Alright, so now we're going to go through that double looped band, the band that we wrapped around the peg twice, and replace it on this peg here. Then we're going to go through the first set of 2 loose bands, and we're going to wrap it around this peg. If you did Courtney's Big Clay or any of her other Wings of Fire dragons, you know what I'm doing right now. You'd be all too familiar with it. Okay, so we're going to start with that. Now we're going to loop, start looping. Okay, we're going to lift off some bands so that we're going to go through the next set of 2, wrap around this peg. The next set, wrap around this peg. Or these 2 pegs, or 2 pegs. Okay, next 2, wrap around this pegs. Just do as many as you possibly can. Try not to stretch them out too much though. Okay, come up. On this side. Lift up. Thing. Some more. Okay. So, next 2 bands, wrap them around these 2 pegs. Next 2, wrap them around these 2 pegs. Next 2, these 2 pegs. Up. And the side. Don't grab the bands from your ridge piece. I did though, but don't do that. Okay, try to avoid grabbing your ridge pieces. Because the project will look messed up. Okay. Lift off more of the wing. Okay, next 2 loops around these 2 pegs. Next 2 loops around these 2 pegs. Right. Come up. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay. So, tie off this end. I recommend doing 2 bands for thick sets like this. Oh my goodness. And then take off the wing. Pull it. You can take off the tying bands from the ridges. Okay, so now it should look like this. Right, we're gonna do part 3 of the wing now. So set your, what you have so far aside. Okay. Okay, start from the 7th peg to the 8th peg. Go down with your cocoa bands on here. Okay. Go down to the bottom. Then neon orange bands. Okay, so we're going to do our horizontal bands now. 2 bands, 2 neon orange bands across. All right, so now we're going to push down these edges here. Okay, we're going to take 1 neon orange and wrap it around this peg. Take another one, wrap it around this peg. Take another one and wrap it around this peg. Okay, now we're going to take 2 and lay them on this peg. 2 more and lay them on that peg. Okay, so now we're going to take the wing and take the tying. We can take this tying band out too from the set that we tied off to mark it. Alright, take the wing, or what you have so far, go through the cocoa end, wrap it around this peg. The second set, wrap it around this peg. And the third set, wrap it around this peg. Okay, you can just leave this set hanging here. Okay, we're not going to be using it until part 4 of the wing. Okay. And just loop up all of these sets. Making sure that you're grabbing the right bands. Okay, now tie off your ends with 3 bands of any color that's not your project. Okay, take it off. Okay, pull out the loose bands, okay, and take off the tying bands from the ends that you attached. If you did it correctly, the wing shouldn't come apart. Alright, now on to part 4. Alright, so go from the 7th peg to the 8th peg with 2 on this side. 7th peg to the 8th peg with neon orange, okay? This part is all neon orange. Okay. Now, 2 bands here, and 2 bands going diagonally. Lift off this set. These 2 bands here, and 2 bands across. Okay, place this set right here. Alright. We're gonna make a small ridge now. Okay, this bit. So, it's very easy. Take black band, wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops. Double loop a black band. Pull that on and reclaim the loops. And then take 3 cocoa brown bands, pull that on, reclaim the loops, and we're going to place it on this peg. Okay, this one. Alright, now take the rest of your wing, go through this set, okay, all 8 loops. And attach this onto this peg. Okay, now you're going to go through the double looped band on that you wrapped around the one peg here, attach it to that peg, go through the next one, attach it around this peg, and the next one, and attach it around this peg. And you're going to do, and take the 2 loose bands, wrap them around these pegs, and then the next set of 2, wrap them around these pegs. Okay, and then loop up. Okay, So now we're going to tie off this end. Or these ends. There's more than one. Alright. Take off this part of the way. Uh-oh. One of my sets came apart. It's okay though. It's a fix. Okay, you can take off the two tying bands that you wrapped around this part. Okay, so we just have to do the veins now. So, if you've done Courtney's tutorial for the Wings of Fire Dragons, you'd know how to do veins. So, I'm going to go under the spike, the claw here, and put my hook through the horizontal bands. I'm going to add 2 cocoa bands and pull them through, and then go through the next the next hole with the horizontal bands and reclaim the end there. Okay. And the next one. Like that. And then take the next 2, pull them through, go through the next hole. Okay. Pull them through, go through the set of 4 bands on the wing ridge. Pull them through, then 2 more bands, pull them through. Jeez. And then go through the brown side of the wing ridge. Then you're going to take 1 cocoa band, pull it through, and then wrap both ends around the wing ridge. I think this would be the easiest part. Okay, so that's 1 vein. You're gonna do that diagonally to go to these wing ridges. And okay, so now I'll show you again with this one. So, looking at it, going through the hole between the horizontal bands above this little piece here. Pulling 2 cocoa bands through, going through the next hole, taking 2 cocoa bands, pulling them through, and going through the next hole, reclaiming. Pulling 2 more cocoa bands through, and going through the cocoa set of this small little wing ridge piece, and then taking 1 cocoa band, pulling it through all of it, trying not to catch any of the wrong bands, okay, and then wrapping around this little wing ridge. Alright, so you're going to want to go diagonally now. I think I've said enough, but so you can go back and do that. I'm going to do it off camera. Alright, so in the next part we will be doing his main body and attaching everything to it. Alright, see you there, everyone.